Hey guys, it is Johanna and I'm here with a prophetic word going live because I don't have any notes. I don't have any of it. I have one scripture and that is all that the Lord has given me. So I'm just hopping on with what he has given me. And because I feel like people need it. I feel like a lot of people are in a place where I'm coming out of right now. Like I always say, God always puts me in it first. He always has me go through it first. And so I'm hopping on right now. I tagged a few people who I know this is for, but I'm hopping on with what he has given me and just allowing him to flow through me for what I know people need to hear right now. It is time for us to get up. It is time for us to rise up. It is time for us to arise. So I'm going to tell you guys, I just came out of some of the most intense, emotional, and mental warfare I have ever been in my life. Like, you talk about warfare. Honey, what I just came out of is the most intense warfare I have ever been in my life. I am tired. But you know what? God told me to come on with just this. Everything else is about to be him. I see Amy. How's it going? Sandra, my love. I've been hearing the same thing. Look, Amy, the last 2 days, the warfare, I can't stress it enough. And I always tell you guys when I come on, either I'm coming out of it and God used me to go through it to let people know what's coming, or it's coming for people I don't really know. But these last 2 days of warfare has been insane. So just to introduce myself, my name is Johanna, Kingdom Mentor, Kingdom Business Strategist. I help women experience a breakthrough in their life, heal from the past, and transform their life, all through a process of building their relationship with God, going through inner healing and deliverance, learning their spiritual gifts, and building the business God has called them to build. So, Amy, I know you resonated with what I posted today, but this warfare has been crazy. I see Nico. Hey, Nico, how's it going? But I'm hopping on after coming out of it, after being in this place where the enemy was really coming. Like, I know I talk about warfare a lot, but I say that God has literally created me to come and ruin the enemy. Like, that is my job. My kingdom job is to come out and speak and say, this is what the enemy is doing. This is what he's doing right now, and we don't have time for it. That's why I put it at the topic. It's like, it's time for King's kids to rise up, to get up, to go, because he is coming with all the weapons, trying to get people to stop and get out of position. We don't have time for it. I'm going to tell you guys, this is all God said. You guys know I usually have a journal. I usually have a notebook. I usually have something. This is all God sent me on this live with. Everything is for him, so I'm just going to pray. So Father God, I come to you right now, and I just ask that the gift of prophecy, words of knowledge, words of wisdom, just arise within me, because again, Lord, I'm just allowing you to speak through me to your people, and whatever it is that they need to hear, I just ask that you use me as a vessel to get the word out, to strengthen them and get them to where they need to be. In Jesus' name I pray, amen. Hey, Kyra, how's it going? I'm ready for the word. Like I said, I don't know what I'm about to say, but I know he sent me on here with this. He sent me on here with 2 Timothy 2:3. You, therefore, must endure hardships as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. And I'm going to tell you guys, this right here, I found this sitting around. Right now, what the enemy is doing, and this is prophetic, what's to come in the world, what's about to happen, what is about to happen, God has already been getting things in place, but the enemy is coming with so much warfare, so many hits, so much. I mean, I've never been attacked mentally and emotionally. I'm talking emotional attacks. Like, I've never had an attack like that. But we have to think about it this way. I'm talking to the people who are trailblazers, who God, you know your assignment. You know what God told you to do. You know what you're supposed to be doing. But the amount of attacks that's coming against you right now has caused you to lose focus. You can't concentrate. You're tired. You can't work on what God told you to do. All of it is just hitting you at once. You're just like, man, God, what is about to happen? I was in prayer the other day, and God was like, no, you got to pray in a way that you've never prayed before, like to get breakthrough. And what he showed me is like, think about it this way. This is what's happening right now. When you can't pray, when you can't physically get up and pray, that is where the enemy wants you. He wants you in a place where you can't pray, because then you're not speaking forth what God has been telling you to say. So think about it this way. If you're down, if you're out, if you're in a fetal position, if you don't know what to do, it's very easy for the enemy to come and hit you. But when you rise up, when you get up, when you start to pray, when you start to speak life over yourself, when you start to say, when you start to get up and rise up, the enemy can't. And in this vision that I had, I'm going to tell you guys what happened. I'm in this vision, And at first, because I'm getting hit with these things, I'm down. But as I'm speaking, as I'm saying, as I'm praying, as I'm prophesying over my life, I get bigger. I get stronger. I get more powerful. And guess what happened in the vision? The enemy started to run away. And so because the hits are coming so hard, many people in this season are starting to back down. That's flat out. People are starting to back down. People are not praying. People are not doing what they need to do. I see Siobhan, yes, my health been trashed this year. Symptoms still with no reason as to why I back off Satan. And so a lot of people are in that place where it's just like, it's coming at you so hard. But God is in this place like, we have to see ourselves as his kids. Like, we have to get up. Like, I don't know who this is for, but you got to get up. You might be tired, get up. You might feel like you can't keep going, get up. You might feel like you can't keep moving, get up. Like, he sent me on here to tell you to get up. And I don't know who this is for. Prayer and fasting on 1,000. Exactly, Siobhan. Prayer and fasting, because if you don't get up, you're going to stay right where you are. We showing up. It's about all of us. It's not just one. It's about all of us getting up. It's about all of us rising up. It's about all of us getting into our seat. And what he showed me while I was praying, as I'm prophesying, as I'm doing all these things, I see myself getting up, and there was a seat in the kingdom where I sat back down in my place. I sat back down in my spot. And it was like I had gotten out of my spot because I allowed these attacks to hit me so hard. But it was like when I started to prophesy over myself, when I started to speak over myself, when I started to get myself up, I sat back down in my seat, and guess what? He put a bigger crown on my head. Like, at first I had a crown on, but it was a bigger crown. I was in position. I was in place. The enemy couldn't do anything else to me because I got myself back up and I got back in my position. So I don't know who this is for. Do not allow the enemy to keep you down. I don't care what it feels like. I mean, you sit in it 2 days. Okay, I was in it for 2 days, and I kept telling people, I said, I don't know what's going on. I've never been hit like this before. I've never been hit like these hits. I'm talking sad. Like, I'm never sad. Like, we talk about the enemy try to steal, kill, and destroy. He want to steal your joy. He want to steal your peace. He wants to steal your purpose. I'm talking me like it's weird. It is strange for me not to have joy. It is bonkers for me not to have joy. But I had to realize, like, nah, this is not me. It's not you. You have joy. But it's the joy that God has given us. We live this life and we follow him. We have the gift of being able to pray and seek him. You should have joy. The fact that I didn't have it was weird. And so I had to go back and I had to pray. And when I did that, it was coming off of me. Like, it was at a point where this is the key. You got to have a prayer strategy. Like, don't just, when we talk about 2 Timothy 2:3, you therefore must endure hardships as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. I had to have a prayer strategy. It wasn't just, it was like when you go into prayer like that, when you have warfare like that, like I know a lot of people probably have. Imagine being on the field, on a battlefield, and you just shooting your gun with no aim. You just shooting and no aim. Like, I had to have a prayer strategy. I had to really go and say, this is what's going on right now. And I'm praying with accuracy into this. I had to write a prayer strategy out to pray with accuracy because I didn't want my bullets just shooting all over the place while I'm in prayer. Like, that's where we are right now. Whatever it is that you are up against, whatever you're feeling, write that down. Develop a prayer strategy so that when you are in prayer, your bullets are hidden with accuracy. Because without that, you're just out here just going all over the place and it's not hitting the target. It's not hitting where it needs to hit. It was a test to see if you're going to fight. Exactly. And I put that in my story today. Are you going to fight or are you going to give up? It's truly where we are right now because the enemy is going to stop. Just imagine if I wrote the post today on my page and so many people resonated with it. So just imagine if I allowed the enemy to keep me down and I'm feeling all of this and I didn't rise up. I didn't get back up. How many people are connected to what it is that you need to do? I can't stress this enough. Like the amount of people who are connected to what God has called you to do. You can't stay down. Like you literally need to get up. Like I feel like I'm talking to like one person right now because I know, again, he uses me to go through it, to come back and speak it and say it. But the accuracy, like I see somebody saying, pray with accuracy is strategic right now. Don't just go in prayer, just, well, Lord, I'm feeling so down right now. Like, no, we don't have time for that. Write out what you're doing, write out where you are. You gotta, it has to be strategic prayer. Because when I started praying strategically, like this is where it's at, and I'm feeling these hits, and this is coming. In that vision, I saw the devil running. I saw him run. He literally started to run from me, and that's where I am right now, where it's like, It's back to that hatred that I had for I literally can't stand the devil, y'all. Like, I can't stand him. And before it was like, cool, but I feel like God puts me back in place. Like, oh, okay, you getting a little bougie, Johanna. You getting a little bougie. Let me put you back in the fire again. Like, we get into those places where we get bougie. We got to get back. He's like, nah, go back in the fire. Like, he literally was like, no, go back in it. Because I need you to get that war back. I need you to get that fire back. I need you to get that strong, like, soldier mentality back. And it's like, cool, now it's back. Now the fire is back. So a lot of us need to have that mentality. Like, you can't go into it with that kind of prayer. Your finances are getting hit. Mental health is getting hit. Like, I know I've been talking to a lot of people. The enemy has been coming for a lot of people. Finances, for me, it's my focus. He comes from my focus because if he knows he can get me off track, if he knows he can throw off my focus, then what I'm building is thrown off. The people I'm helping is thrown off. I'm not showing up the way I need to if he can get my focus off. So for me, my attacks are focused because he knows as soon as my momentum is going, I don't stop. So a lot of people, you have to know what he's coming from and pray into that. That's the key right there. Where is he hitting you right now? Write that out. Put that prayer strategy behind that and pray with accuracy into whatever he's hitting you in right now. Me too, my focus. Yeah, because if he can get your focus, he can get you off track. He can throw off your momentum because that's the key. When we get in flow, when we're flowing and doing what God told us to do, like, I'm building it and I built the whole thing. God told me to go back and do some other things, but if he could hit it, he could throw me off of what I'm doing, which is getting me out of position of where I'm supposed to be at that certain appointed time. So I see my focus, mine as well as my finances, but he got to be messed up. Exactly. Like, it's got to be that warrior mindset right now because where God is about to take us, I'm going to tell you guys, because I was supposed to do a prophetic word last week, but something happened, I forgot. But what I saw is that I saw God turning things around quickly. I was in a boat and the boat was going one way, but he shifted it and turned it the other way. And that's where I saw like a sudden, like he's turning it around. Things are being shifted. Things are being changed. But it's just that I also saw an old prophetic word that I did about a holding pattern, like being in a holding pattern. It's that in-between space where a lot of people want to give up in that in-between. And that's where people are right now. It's like, are you going to hold tight? It's that holding pattern going over where you are, hovering over where he's trying to take you. My mind, he's definitely coming from my faith. Wow, he was telling me this yesterday. I'm telling you, like, we're just in a holding pattern. And a lot of people, it's kind of like you're sitting there and you want to get on a roller coaster ride. But then you look at the line, it's like so far away. Like, do I really want to stay in this line? Do I really want to sit through this? Do I really, like, the enemy is just sitting there watching, like, I wonder if they're going to give up. I wonder if they're going to go back to doing what they're going to do. I wonder if they're going to go back to living the life that they lived before they gave their life up to God. Like, things are getting too difficult and too tough. I wonder if they're going to let go. I wonder if they're going to just turn around when you are this close to what God is saying. That's all the enemy is doing. He's just waiting for people to check out, to get out of line, to get out of position, to get out of it because the heat is there. Like, when you in that heat, it's hot. Like, I'm coming out of some heat, y'all. Like, that heat was hot. The heat is hot. So I get it. I hear it. But it's me coming out now. Like, are you going to get up? Like, I just feel like a get up. It's just such a strong get up right now. And in so many people where, you know, I refuse to go back. I don't care what I go through. It's better with God. It's better. Like, it doesn't matter. And it's just temporary. And like you said, it's just temporary. You must endure hardships. That's why he sent me with this. You must endure hardships as a good soldier. And that's how we have to see ourselves. Are you a good soldier? Like, a soldier has to endure hardship. A soldier has to wake up early. A soldier has to deal with the battle. A soldier has to do with all these things for them to be called a soldier. And that's what God is saying. Are you going to endure those hardships that you may need to go through right now for what I have for you later? Yes, it may be tough right now. Yes, it may be difficult right now. Yes, you may feel like this will never end. But are you able to endure that for where I'm taking you? And I'm telling you guys right now, like I saw, and it's been so much because I've just been having to pray a lot because of the warfare. It's just been like, and that's the thing. It's that next level. You want to get to where God is taking you, but are you doing the things to get you there? Like for me, if I want to get to the next place, I may need to pray more. I may need to seek him more. I may need to fast. Like, are you doing those things to get you to that next place? Like for me, because that heat came, I had no choice. I had to. But I saw a lot of things. I saw a lot of blessings coming. I saw the warfare hit. I saw all of these things happening in the spirit. I'm trying to think back, man. It's just been a lot of prayer, like crazy prayer. But at the end of the day, he sent me here to tell people to get up. Don't let it, like, again, you may be watching this now. It may not have hit you yet, but when it comes, just remember, get up. Don't sit in it. Don't stay in it. Don't allow, like, if I just sat in it for more than the 2 days that I was in it, where I'm just like, man, what's happening? It gets prolonged. You get stuck in that. Like, don't get stuck in that warfare. Like, you got to get yourself out of it. Speak life over yourself. Pray over yourself. Prophesy over yourself. Hey, Rain, I forgot to tag you. I'm just talking. God sent me on with no notebook, no nothing. I'm just telling everybody to get up. Like, that's where we are right now. And that's all he needs us. Like, I want you guys to listen to a couple of songs, because these songs are where we are right now in this season. If you go to YouTube, Spotify, whatever, I see Gabby is hitting hard. Girl just got out of prayer. You were here talking. You got to go back and watch it, Gabby, because he sent me on here. Like, and I was just talking about prayer. Like, and Gabby, I was just telling everybody, I've been in the most intense warfare. Like, I've never experienced warfare like this in my life. I'm talking mental. Like, I never had warfare like this. I'm sad for no reason. I have no reason to be sad. So just know, Gabby, go back and watch it, because this guy just saying, like, get up. But if you listen to the song Arise by Embassy City Worship, and you listen to they have a new album out. It's called Warehouse something. But God is telling us right now that we need to be lights. If we are sad, if we are down, if we are hopeless, that's it. Don't lose hope. That's what it is. The enemy wants you to lose hope. The enemy wants you to lose hope in what God told you would happen. He wants you to lose hope and believe in what God said. He wants to take your faith, but that's the thing. He wants you to lose hope. Hope is the thing, because when we lose hope, we don't believe. We don't believe what God said when we lose hope. We don't believe that God will come through and whatever promise that he's spoken over our life when we lose hope. That's the thing. If we lose hope, then that's when it's like the enemy won. But what he was telling me, I've been in warfare after warfare. I feel like his job look Fatima. I felt like, Lord, I signed up. I know I signed up. I got recruited into this army, Lord, but I didn't sign up for this. Like, it was literally like I know you recruited me in, but, you know, like, I don't know. But like I said, I'm coming out of it. If you lose hope, you lose your, like, that's where you start to dip off in the faith. God needs us to be lights. God needs, and I feel that this is what he's saying. He needs us to be lights for other people who don't have hope. Because if we stay close to him, we stay like he's the priority, we stay connected and close to him, we become that light in dark places. So from these uncertain times that's to come, we know about Delta variant, all these other things, uncertainty, that's when people lose hope. That's when fear comes in, doubt, people get confused. But God needs us as his kids, the title of this, King's Kids, we need to be the lights. Like, I need to be able to say, no, I'm not going to stay in this. I'm not going to stay stuck in this. I'm not going to stay stuck in this warfare, because I know I need to show up and be a light. I need to show up and do this. I need to show up on this camera because I'm called to live. I'm called to be a light. We have to be, as the King's kids, show up and be lights. If we're down, if we're sad, if we're depressed, if we're hopeless, we're not the lights that he needs us to be. So that when people see our lights, when we show up as a light, people are like, man, there's something different about them. Why do they have so much joy? Why is the world going crazy and they just have so much joy? Why are they so happy? Why do they have so much peace? That's what the enemy doesn't want, because when this time comes, when this shift or whatever is to come, I don't know, I haven't heard, he hasn't shown me what's coming just yet, but we know we could go into a possibly another shutdown. When it all goes down, will you be in position? Will you be strong enough? Will you be able to endure the hardships to be that light in dark places? That's the thing. Like I said, I don't have a notebook. This him. Will you be able to endure right now, so that when darkness covers the earth, like in Isaiah, when darkness covers the earth and darkness covers the people, will you be able to be the light? Will people be able to look to you and they see you as that light and they say, God, like God is in them. I want to know that God, because the world is going crazy right now, but they have so much joy. They have so much peace. They have so much in them, and I want that. Like, that's what he needs from us right now. And so it's like, we may need to go through this right now. The warfare may be intense right now. All of it may be heavy right now, but at the end of the day, when things really go down, we're going to be on the other flip side of it. We're going to be the lights in dark places where people are hopeless and they look to us like, man, I need to know your God. And all these businesses that he called us to build, and all these ministries that he called us to build, and all these things that he told us to do are already in place. You're already prepared. Fatima, you're already prophesying, praying, and preaching. Gabby, you're already helping people. You're already in position with going to ministry school and being able to speak the word to people who are hopeless. Like, you're speaking hope over people who are in a place where they're hopeless. Rain, you're already singing and being able to heal people with songs and music. You made the album. It's there. It's ready for people who need it. Your light is already there. That's what we got to think about it that way. Yes, it may be hard right now, but are you in position to help the people who need it at the time when they need it? You know, like, that's the thing. And it may be scary. It may be difficult. You may feel tired. You may feel just exhausted. But will you be in position to be that light? And it's just like, that's it. Like, he needs you to be a light. Hi, Lisa. So I'm hopping on y'all. Like, I need y'all to really push. Like, position yourself to be that light. Because it's going to get dark. It's about to get dark. Real dark. But are you going to sit down right now and not be ready for when you need to be that light? Think about, I can explain it right here. Your light is just hidden right now. He needs you to even as a king's kid, come out of the dark now. Like, don't hide. Stop hiding. Even for me, there's gifts in me. Like, I even hide some of my gifts. Like, I'm able to flow in everything, but I kind of push it away because it's like, man, it might be too much. Maybe all of my gifts coming out, and it may be too much. We can't hide it anymore. I feel this heavy for you, Fatima. Like, don't hide it. Like, if you are prophetic, be prophetic. If you can flow in all of it, flow in all of it. If you're a singer, go sing. Like, don't hide your gifts. Because when people see it, it's like that when that supernatural hit, when it hits, you are just going to be like, man, and it's not about us. It's for his glory. But he uses us to get the glory. Turn it back on. Yes, turn your light back on. Like, I'm telling you, like, even for me, I know I downplay my gifts a lot. Like, I know it. But it's like, God is like, no, I need you to show up and do what I called you to do. And that's even like now, it's like, no, get rid of your notebook. Like, stop writing it. Stop writing it. Let me, I don't allow him to flow through me. Sometimes I shrink back because I don't allow him to speak through me the way that he needs to. So I will write it down. You'll see me with a notebook because I'm like, oh, let me just make sure I get everything. But now it's like, no, get up, rise up. Like, even for me, stop. Let me speak through you. Let me flow through you for whoever needs it. My God, I felt that. Yes, Holy Spirit. So yeah, like I said, we got to be these lights. Whatever God told you to do, you know what he told you to do. You know what he said. It's not even a whatever God told you to do. You know what he told you to do. Go do it. Go be a light. Be a light right now before it gets dark. Be a light right now before it gets dark, because people already know you're a light and they know who to go to. If I'm not shining my light right now when it's light, when it gets dark, how people going to know that I'm the one with the light? Right? If you don't sing right now, how people going to know I'm feeling so heavy right now in this dark world? Let me go listen to Rain's EP. Let me go listen to this. Oh, I know Fatima could prophesy to me. I'm feeling so down right now. Let me go just go on one of her lives. Let me go on one of her lives and just hear what God has to say about me. Oh, I know Johanna could go and do a prophetic word and help edify me and help encourage me to keep pushing. Let me go, her live pops up. Let me go watch it. But if I'm not showing up on a live, when that time comes, how are people going to know? You know, so again, you know, God will use me to kind of fuss a little bit, but just know it's him, it's not me. But that's where we are right now. Turn the lights on. Like, leave the lights on. Look, like her. Leave the light on, but not that way. But leave the light on. Turn your light on and leave it on. Show up. God tell you to show up once a week. He tells me to show up once a week doing this. To edify people, to help people get encouragement in what he's showing me and speaking to me. Like, that's my job. My job is to come on and encourage people once a week. And I have to do that. Like, that's just my job in the kingdom. Look, she said the Lord is yelling. Look, I'm sorry, y'all. If he yelling out, like I said, no notebook, no nothing. It's him. And I like I said, for me, my light, I gotta turn my light up. Like, and sometimes we want to dim the light. Oh, let me just show it a little bit. I'm just gonna show a little bit of my light. You know, not too much, just a little. No, go out and show the whole light. Turn the whole light up. God didn't create you to show a little bit of the light. If it's time for you to come out, it's time for you to come out the cave. It's time for you to turn your light up. Go turn it up. Stop just trying to show people a little bit of the light. Turn the whole light up. This prophetic word was sealed in heaven. Look, I'm telling you, y'all, like, and it was just like, I felt like a bubble, and he like, I knew I had to do a prophetic word today, but I was like, man, God, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say. What you want me to say? And this is it. This was it. So, like I said, that's where we are right now, y'all. Like, it's no shrinking back. It's a fight. It's a war. It's not letting the enemy bring you down. It's not allowing him to have you shrink back. I literally right now see soldiers like running out on the battlefield now. Like, it's just like people have like this is my mind. Like, this is how he created me. And I feel like that's why he uses me this way, because it's a tough, I'm like a Powerpuff Girl. You ever see a Powerpuff Girl where it's just like, hey, how's it going? But Buttercup was just like, she's just mean on the inside. Like, I'm literally like Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. Like, that's how he created me. You don't really see it coming, but that's how he needs us to be. We have to go out and be tough. And I want to add this part. A lot of people think that when they become a Christian, that it's all peace and everything. Like, I tell people all the time, before I was saved, I had a bad attitude. I was spunky. Like, it was still a little sass in there. Like, that's who we need to keep. Don't stop being that. Like, if you are that person who had an attitude, who talked a lot, who was tough, who yelled, like, you still have to be that person. Like, don't allow yourself to shrink back from who you really are, because me being sassy, being attitude, like, that's who I am. And that's how he uses me now. You see prophetic words now? She said, oh, I was mean, child. I would fight you. Rain, fight in the spirit, fight in your videos. Like, that's who you are. Like, if you would fight in a heartbeat, fight the devil in a heartbeat. Like, that's how you should pray. Pray and war in the spirit. That's who God wants you to be. He wants you to be that person in the kingdom. Gabby, if you were mean, I know Gabby from before. Like, that's who you're supposed to be. Talk to me. People think Christians are soft. No. Like, Zion take by force. Like, that's who he needs us to be. We can't just be all, just constantly just super. No. When it comes down to it, and that's why I see these soldiers running out, because he's using me right now to rev people up, like, to rev it up, like, come on, like, stir it up, go, like, it's time to go, and it's not time to shrink back, it's time to go. Not soft at all, exactly, try Jesus, like, not me, because I fight. So Sharif, like, all the people who fought, he wants you to be that tough person, not saying you walk around mad, but on something like this, if he tells you to do, come on and teach, use that in your teaching, use that in your prophecy, use that in whatever it is that you do. That's who you are. And even for me, I've seen the progression of my prophetic words over time, where it was me being me. It was me being nervous in the beginning, but no, now it's just like, this is just me. Like, this is me with some God in there yelling at y'all sometimes, but no time for foolishness, time to move. I'm from New Orleans, God know me, exactly. So just remember that part. It's all about, like, don't let the enemy have you in this place where you are down. Like, and I'm telling y'all, I saw, it was like a person or me or whatever in a fetal position. It was like me down. But think about, even if you're in a fight, if you crawl down in a fetal position, look how easy they can attack you. Think about how easy it is for them to kick you, punch you. Like, if you just down like this, crying, boo-hooing, it's very easy for you to get hit and attacked in a fight like that. But if you getting up and you are like, man, you know what? I know I might not win, but I'm still going to fight. I was like, you have a better chance of winning. And that's how it was when I shifted. When I came out of that, man, I don't know why I'm getting hit like this, and shifted into power, everything changed. And that's when the enemy started to run away from me. So right now, I'm not playing with him. I'm done playing with the devil. But I feel like God uses this to prepare us for each level. Like, for me, I've already gone through this ridiculous amount of warfare. So now at the next time, I know, hold on. No, I'm not about to get sad. No, I'm not going to sit here confused. I'm not even going to let it last 2 days next time. Let me write this prayer strategy so I can shoot with accuracy in prayer. I automatically know exactly what to shift into. And that's what we need to remember. I'm going to stop swinging until you're done. I think people forget that Jesus himself had a temper. He hung around gangsters and things, but he still did the kingdom as in exactly. Like, we can't just get into this position where it's just this soft. No, we got to rise up. We got to arise. Like, listen to that song, Embassy City, where I'm going to put the songs in the, when we finish this up, because I don't have it saved right now, but I'm going to put it in here so you guys can listen to them. This is where we are right now. No time. The devil messed with the wrong girl, tired of his mess. Yes, like that's how we have to be. Like, I am so tired of him. And I've been in this place before, but then I got a little bougie in the spirit. I said, God, okay, you know what, God, I did need that because I got a little bougie. Sometimes we get a little bougie in the spirit, everything going peachy keen and going real smooth and everything, and he just had to rev me up a little bit, like, girl, get back in it, because you got bougie in the spirit. So sometimes we will get in that place, and we do need that fire put under us again. So I got that fire right now. I'm tired of him. So let me just pray over everybody. So Father God, I just come to you right now, and I just pray that everyone just has an increase of fire. I just feel like fire, Lord. Fire to go after the things that you called them to do. Fire to go after the enemy's camp. Fire to just go and do and just take it by force, Lord. I just pray that right now they no longer sit on what you called them to do. Whatever it is, they begin to step into it. They begin to step into their assignment. They begin to step into their calling. They begin to step into everything that they know they're supposed to be doing, Lord. I just pray that right now they are getting positioned to be lights in dark places, Lord. Every single person who's on here is meant to be on this live right now, and that they begin to get into position to be a light, because we know darkness is coming in the world, Lord. But right now we need to be in position. I just keep hearing position them to be lights in dark places, Lord, because we know that that's coming, and that as they begin to get into position to be lights in dark places, that they begin to draw people begin to be drawn to them, which is being drawn to you, Lord, and that you just continue to get the glory for everything that they're doing right now, Father God. I just pray right now for peace over every single person. Increased love and joy. I just pray for joy. If the enemy is coming trying to take their joy, Lord, right now I just pray for supernatural joy. We bind every demonic spirit that's coming to take their joy and their peace, and we loose love and joy over them right now. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. So I'm telling you guys, position. I'm just saying, it's just where we are right now. So I don't know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. I feel a release right now, but yeah, it's that song, like, I'm gonna let it shine, like this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Like, you gotta go out there. So for me, I'm pushing myself, as you guys can see, to not use my notebook, to let God speak to me, to not shrink back, and to just allow him to stretch me and stretch my gifts. So I pray you guys do the same, because at the end of the day, if we just keep doing the same thing, we stay in the same place. But, really go out there, be those lights. I pray this has really pushed everyone to just do what God called you to do. And just remember, when it does get dark, your light is already there, ready, shining for the people who need it. So, all right, ladies, I am about to go to my son's school. I'll talk to you guys later.